I had no idea that I was going to be going to Boys Nation at first. I kind of prodded my counselors. I was like, Adam, do I have a chance of going? He's like, oh, I don't know. I couldn't divulge that. I'm like, all right. And then so at the final assembly is where they give us your gavel if you were on the Supreme Court or governor or other positions. And then the very last thing that they announce is who's going to Boys Nation. So they start out with the first delegate, and they're like, a boy from Belfast, Maine. And immediately I was thinking, that can't be me. That's not me. And then they said my name, and I was so impressed and surprised. And it was a really big deal to me. It was the first time I've really won anything really big. I mean, I play sports and I do stuff around here, but never anything on like a state level like that that meant so much going forward. My role was to deliberate in the Senate. I had to control the Senate. I was the chair, essentially. Before you go, every senator has to write a bill, and those are the bills that we debate and vote on. So I had to keep it orderly so that we could get through as many bills as possible, because we all knew that the bills that pass and get signed by the president get to go to President Barack Obama's desk, where he gets to look at them and see what the teenagers of America think are the biggest issues, which is really important to everyone, but it's also really important that we were all, continuing with that brotherhood. So there was that fun aspect as well. So it was hard to manage that sometimes, and so they always joke that I looked angry up there, because the advisors are always trying to keep it orderly, and they'd be like, all right, Senator Spector, you gotta keep it more orderly. So by the end, there was a resolution to make Boys Nation's currency Senator Spector's tears. So that's what people remember. But they liked having fun with me because they knew I was a fun guy as well. Throughout high school, middle school, I've been interested in politics. I follow the news, I follow the elections, but for me it was never anything that I thought would be a career path, a college major, or something that could be my livelihood after I graduate. But going on to Boys State and seeing people that are doing just that, they're making that their livelihood, going to Boys Nation, being elected vice president, gave me that confidence that it's something that I'm good at too, and that I think that I can bring something to the table. So it went from something that I was interested in, then all of a sudden I'm applying. My top choice school was Georgetown in DC, as well as George Washington, which is also in DC. And now I'm going to George Washington University. I'm majoring in international relations, which was something I never would have considered before Boys Nation. I suppose probably the biggest thing that shaped me as a person from Boys Nation was having to interact with 96 people that I'd never met in my entire life, and make friends with those people. That's something that people kind of put in the back of your brain, and that you're gonna go off to college, maybe somewhere far away where you know nobody, and you're gonna have to make new friends. And I was always worried that going off to college, maybe things would be different. It would be hard to make friends when you're not in a small community anymore. But Boys Nation showed me that I really do have the ability to do that, and that college is going to be awesome.